Hi, it's Mike Stott here, your current Association of Cherokee County's president, along with special guest star Diana Hornes. Say hello.
Hello.
I want you guys to know she's going to be the president next year. She's wonderful. She's smart. She's brilliant. She's a veteran. She's married to a police sergeant.
Yes.
And he's in director of the Woodstock Police Force.
He is the training commander for the City of Woodstock Police Department.
Yeah. And you have how many kids?
3.
3 kids. So Diana's doing it all. She runs a training team. She's a very successful real estate agent, and she's agreed to be president next year, which I'm very thankful for because it means I don't have to be it. So as always, you know, this is the August education report on July stats. I get the stats from FMLS, and they change over the course of the month. So when I pulled the statistics yesterday, they might look a little different if you're looking at this a week from now, because as agents report things, it changes. But the gist of this is going to remain the same. I know you're a valued member of the community. We serve our communities. In fact, we had a great build with Habitat this past Saturday. We know we protect private property rights with our RPAC and our initiatives, and we elevate our profession every day. People that are in the Cherokee Association of Realtors are good for the real estate industry. So let's get into the numbers for this week, this month. The median sales price appreciation, we saw a dip last month from 505 down to 482. Now, we sold 27 homes over $1 million. So if you really look from the previous, out of the 3 of the 4 months, it's about the same statistic. But I was going to ask you, Diana, have you seen more expensive properties selling or not selling, or what are you seeing?
I kind of feel that the million and up is turning into a buyer's market, just with the amount of houses staying and the amount of inventory that we have and how long days on market is. I know I'm feeling it with my listings, not necessarily million and up, but in that $400,000 to $600,000 range. They are sitting a lot longer, and we are having to have those conversations of price reductions.
So just to show you how smart she is, she hasn't seen these slides yet, and it's going to show that the average days on market did go up. But she is also correct. We have 125 active homes in Cherokee over $1 million. Boy, when I moved here to Cherokee County 7 years ago, I would have never thought we'd have 125 homes over $1 million, which equates to about a 7-month supply of homes, which by conventional wisdom is strongly a buyer's market for those over $1 million. When you're looking at a listing, maybe above 750 or 800,000, you might really want to delve into the stats and see what the days on the market are, because you're likely going to be servicing that listing and you want to keep that owner happy. The number of sales have we did more this month in July than in June, 372. It's good, but if you look at the peak of the year 2020, we're down 44% in the terms of the number of sales. So, if you have a lender who's a friend, give them a hug, buy them a cup of coffee, because there's fewer transactions going on out there. And, in the Cherokee Association of Realtors, we have roughly 1,650 members. This means that 750 of us got paid last month. Now, I know we work in other counties and do other things, but other agents work in our county too. So it's hard to track that, but it has been tougher to get transactions. And everybody I'm talking to, number one source of business, and Diana runs a fairly large team now, number one source of business is past clients and centers of influence.
Sphere of influence, past clients, that's my bread and butter. That's our team's bread and butter.
And so stick to the end of this video. We're going to give you a tremendous opportunity and a little script or role play that you could send to your clients this week. Breaking it down to attached versus detached homes. Attached, we have 108 active. We closed 42. We really only have 2.5 months of supply of homes in the attached home. If you look, the median price is $454,850 for attached homes. The median price of a detached home is $589. So, what can we do looking forward? We have 829 properties. We have about a 3-month supply of homes. Overall, it's still a strong seller's market till we get to that higher price range. However, if we look, we have a total of 933 active listings, up from 910 last month. Under 500,000, which is a big number for most people. We only have 360 homes available. And under 300,000, we had an uptick. We had 21 homes available, but 11 were fixer-uppers, 4 were mobile, 4 were attached, which means I thought 3, based on looking at the pictures, were move-in ready. So Cherokee County has gotten pricey. I'm selling a lot of my buyers and investor buyers up a little north in Calhoun, Bartow County, and eventually I think I'm going to move a little west also because that's where the less expensive inventory is going to be. But Cherokee County is a great city, a great county to do business in. Our cities are active. People want to live here. Our school system is great. Get involved. Come to our general membership meetings, and you're going to learn all about why Cherokee is a great community. For those of you that like graphics more, you can just see the price where we've held basically steady over the last year, but we did drop and we've come back up. And so the drop in November, December, and January was due to the high interest rates going, slowing down all the activity. We've had slower number of sales, but our prices have held relatively strongly and we haven't dropped in value. If we see this continue on for 2 or 3 months, I will say the market peaked in March to June of 2024 and we're into a new normal market, but stay tuned every month. Rentals, people are they can't afford to buy. We have friends, we have family. It's not much cheaper to rent. The median house is $25.75. I personally do a fair amount of property management. My company manages 95 or so rentals. Rent prices have come up in the last year and a half, and there's just not much on the market. And when we looked, we have 143 active, but we closed 76 in the last month at a median price of $2,400 a month. Incredible. And there's almost no difference between the apartments and the single family houses. It has to do with bedrooms and baths as far as I'm seeing. And so, and large lots don't really entice most renters. Most renters don't want to do yard care. So a townhouse or attached home is very attractive for a renter. So Diana, this is on everybody's mind. August 17th, we have this big change with the NAR. I just got a notice from FMLS today. They're not going to be removing the compensation field. You're going to need to talk with your broker.
Yes, definitely talk with your broker.
I'm going to say this like 4 times. Check with your broker on how to use the forms. Get familiar with Form F110 and F259. I can show them to you. We have them. The buyer brokerage engagement agreement is 8 pages long. The customer agreement is 3 pages long. And, we're going to have to do things. I've heard conflicting information all over from the experts, the attorneys. I heard one attorney last week say, it's not really going to affect anything or any commissions. There's going to be changes, guys. Don't worry. Buyers are smart. You guys are smart. Your brokers are smart. We're going to figure it out, follow their instruction. But you're going to have to make a couple of fundamental changes. Number 1, this is what I know to be true. Do not tell the buyers that your services are free. That's, for years people used to say that. Don't do that. Second is be prepared to show the buyers the value you bring. And Diana and I are going to do a little role play right now. I'm going to be a fairly stubborn buyer. Diana, why should I sign anything with you?
Well, you know what? Right now, the industry has changed a lot recently, and in order for me to show you this home, we do have to make some acknowledgments. One of them is how I am compensated. Just wanted to let you know that to work with me, I do provide a number of services, and this is, side note, this is where I suggest you have some kind of not virtual, but a resume to show folks to leave them, walk away with, so that way they can research and whatnot and see if they further want to work with you. But the value that I have is I know the contracts in and out. I would make sure that I have your best interest in heart. A few things about the contracts is on a typical contract, there are about 16 fields that need to be filled out. I didn't know if you knew that.
No,
and
that's a lot.
That is a lot. There are a few more, but those are the main important ones that I want to make sure that I'm advocating for you on your behalf and protecting your earnest money. Another thing is if your home that we're purchasing and going to look at is in a neighborhood that involves an HOA, there is a form called a community association disclosure. There is item number 5 that in the event that you are doing this on your own and you fail, or the seller fails to put some information in there, you can be liable to pay for it, or they can be liable to pay for it. So having that information and making sure that I'm checking everything and ensuring your protection, I'm here for you to make sure you make the right decision on an inspection, on utilizing and leveraging what comes up from those inspection reports. and leveraging all of the 10 years of real estate that I've been in business for to make sure that I'm working on your side.
Okay, so
Totally stumbled on myself, but that's okay.
That's okay. So, well, we got to practice this because it is new.
It is
to
very
us.
new.
And it's going to be, here's the good news. The buyers don't know what you're supposed to say. So talk to your broker and figure out what they're supposed to say. So what would you say, Diana, if somebody asked, well, is this going to cost me any money to hire you?
Well, technically, yes. I do have a fee for my service, and my service is, insert whatever your fee is. My service is 3%. However, I'm going to do my best to offset that and negotiate with the seller to compensate my fee, so that way you don't have to. But my services are not free.
Okay, and so before I make an offer, I'm going to know what obligation, if I have any, in paying you money.
Absolutely. So part of my service is I'm going to reach out to that listing agent and ensure that they are providing any kind of compensation.
Right.
And if they are, I will disclose that to you and let you know. If there happens to be a particular home that is not offering any compensation, or they're offering a reduced amount of compensation, I'll be sure to let you know that as well, so you can decide if that is a home that you want to be able to see.
Perfect. So 3 to 4 minutes. We've had a fairly in-depth conversation about this, but you're going to have to be knowledgeable. Again, talk to your broker. And I want to reassure you, many of you know this, some of you may not know this, discount brokerages on the listing side. The first Help You Sell franchise opened in 1972. So we've had discount brokerages around for over 50 years.
Yeah.
Yet, and we don't even say discount brokerages. They were an alternative fee commission or compensation brokerage now. And they charge the flat fee for doing this. And we have several flat fee companies here in Georgia, yet they have a small market share. It's not that they don't do a good job. They're not what buyers and sellers are expecting. So relax, breathe. It's all going to be okay. Again, talk with your broker. Check with us at the CAOR if you need more things. More information. We're going to have lots of information coming out over the next few months. I myself personally am attending 4 different seminars without going to the state convention in Sandestin, where I'll probably attend 2 or 3 others, and we'll have more information as we move forward. Now, here's the opportunity for you guys. Many of you have heard interest rates have gone down. This is something I sent to all of my past clients and centers of influence. I have about 250 people. It really just says, mortgage rates have dropped to about 6%. And, Diana, why don't you look at the third paragraph there after why? What does that say?
Says because a $400,000 loan at 7.25% has a principal and interest payment for $27.29 per month, at 6%, the payments would drop to $23.99. $330 a month savings, just under $4,000 a year. Even with closing costs, it could be a wise financial decision to take action now.
And then you close it. Send this in an email, text to all your clients. We know several great lenders locally, and we'll be glad to put you in touch with them. Just give us a call, put your phone number in. We suggest making an application this week because there's a lot of uncertainty in the stock market and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I had one client, and they've locked in a loan, I believe, at 5.5% for an FHA mortgage, and they were at 7.375.
Wow.
Now, their mortgage was a lower balance, but they're going to be saving a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
Reason why this is such a great opportunity is you're able to remind people you're in real estate, but you're not asking for any particular business. You're providing a service.
Yep.
And that's
come from a place of contribution is what I always say.
Yeah. And we're doing great. Obviously, get rid of the typo in the has. Some reason I got an extra thing. I do all want to invite you next week, August 14th, or if you're viewing this, the week of August 12th on Wednesday from 12 to 2, we're going to have lunch. I think we're having a Mexican buffet. And we're going to have a charity pitch battle. We're going to have 5 charities represented there. They're each going to speak for 4 minutes or so and convince you as to why our association should donate $2,500 to them. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get to hear a lot about what we love in the community.
Yeah.
And you're going to have an opportunity. If you like one, even if they don't win, you're going to have an opportunity to donate directly to them. We have a couple of other guest speakers coming in also, and some great information. It's $10 for you to go. We donate all that money to one of these charities. Please come and join us next week. Buy your ticket. you can go to the CAOR website and do that. And just as a reminder, your dues dollars works really hard for you. The forms alone next year are going to be like $264, and our dues are $502. I know the renewal is going to be coming up in September or October. We want you to stay. We want you to get involved and do everything else. And as again, thank you all. I really appreciate your kind words. I'm out in public. I'm out speaking. I'm at the Habitat build. I have people saying thank you for doing these videos. It's been my privilege to do this. I'm going to continue doing this, and we're going to have much better looking, smarter people than me on this also. You guys, you're great. Thanks.
Thank you.